Good morning, children. How are you? This morning we'll be looking at the topic pictogram. Pictogram. Say pictogram. Pictogram. And especially we'll be adding the topic is 2-in-1, pictogram and graph. So what is written on the board? Pictogram and graph. Again? Pictogram and graph. Pictogram and graph. But before we go into this topic proper, I want us to watch a video for you to have a background of what pictogram looks like, okay? So just focus on the screen for now and watch the video. No noise. Is that right? Who can tell me what he or she understands with that short clip we just watched? Yes? Nora? Okay. She said act of using a picture to show something mathematically. Well, who wants to try again? Another person? Another person? What do you understand by that video? Somebody should stand up and say something. The clip you just watched. Yes? Okay. Another person? Another person? Yes? Zainab? Yes? Speak louder. The audible. Okay, they've all tried. Clap for them. Again. Now, let me show you something. Can you see the screen? Can you see this cardboard here? Yes. What does it connote? Who can tell me what you understand by this cardboard? In this cardboard. Somebody should stand up. And who do I call now? Joseph, you want to try? Yes? Be audible, please, so everybody can hear you. No, just explain what you can see from this cardboard on the board there. Yeah? Okay. She said coconut is being allocated to people. Can be people here, but these are names of people anyway. So it can be students, it can be pupil, and as the case may be. But let us put it this way. A pictogram is a pictorial representation of information. Okay? Now, sometimes you will see pictures without anything being written. You will just know what that thing is saying. Have you seen something like that before? Yes. You see a picture of a doctor. Nobody tells you that this person is a doctor. You will just know that this person is a doctor. I hope you know when somebody tells you, look, Treasure, stand up. If Treasure stands like this, just come out. Somebody can just come and say, now, this is Treasure. Treasure is a student, right? Now, without anybody telling you, if you see Treasure like this, the way she's dressed, okay, what will you call her? A student, because you can see that she's well dressed. She's set for class. She's in her school uniform, isn't it? Now, what we are saying is that when you see a picture that contains information, go back to your seat, clap for her. That contains information, and you do not have to be explained to. You just see a picture, and you know what that thing is talking about. That is pictogram. That is what pictogram is trying to explain. Now, from this cardboard, you can see that here we have the name of people here. The first name here is what? Shola. The second name here is what? The audible. Again? Dauda. Very good. The third name here is what? BC. Now, Shola has good. What is this? Number of coconuts. Shola has how many coconuts? 4 coconuts. Dauda has how many coconuts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 coconuts. BC has how many? 2 coconuts. Is it written anywhere that BC has 2 coconuts? No. But with this diagram, you can see from this pictogram that BC is having 2 coconuts. So do you get what the idea of pictogram is talking about now? Okay. Now, who can tell us another? Who can give us another example of such a thing that when you see it like this, you will just know that this is what this thing is all about? Who can give us another example? I've used Treasure as a student, for example. Who can give us? Who can cite other examples? Yes. Yes. Window. Yes. Another example, when somebody stands like this, you know who this person is. Yes. You say?
By their dressing.
By their dressing. Yes. Give us a typical example that you know. Yes. Philosopher. Yes. A teacher. Clap for her. When a teacher stands, you know, you can say this is a teacher. Yes. A lawyer. Clap for her. When a lawyer is dressed, you could know that this is a lawyer. But I want to give you an example now. When you have 2 lawyers standing, and one is carrying 2 books on his or her hand, another lawyer is carrying 2 books, 1 book, holding 1 book on his or her hand. Do you need anybody to tell you that this lawyer is carrying 2 books and this lawyer is carrying 1 book? As much as you can see, you will know that yes, this, as long as you can see, you will know that yes, this lawyer is having 2 books, or the other lawyer is having 3 books. Now let us look at the definition of pictogram before we proceed. Now don't write. Nobody should write until I ask you to do so. Okay? What is written on the board? I want you to, hello, after the count of 2, I want you to read from here. 1, 2, go. A pictogram is pictorial representation of information. Okay? Or you can even say is a pictorial. Okay? Is a pictorial representation of information. That is any information that is not in writing. You understand? It is not written. It's actually appearing in a pictorial or in a diagrammatical form. You understand? You say it's what? Pictogram. Just like we have here, or like we watched on the screen. Okay? Sorry. Thank you. So we are going to do something similar. Our example is going to be similar to this. And we will have a pictogram, and then we will represent the pictogram in what? In a graph, or with a graph. We will represent it using a graph. Yes, your question.
Why must we use pictogram?
Okay, she is asking, why do we need pictogram? That is a beautiful question. We need pictogram for easy understanding of information. You understand? There are certain information that you need pictogram. It's not when you want to go into details, no. But there are certain information that you need pictogram to represent for easy understanding. You understand? And sometimes when you have data that is too large, you need pictogram to represent it, to show how it looks like, and then you now go further to represent it using a what? A graph. Yes? That is what I've just said. She said, why do we need pictogram? It's the same question. Yes, your question. What is, she said, what is pictogram? Have we defined pictogram in this class? She said, what is pictorial? She's asking, what is pictorial? You understand? Pictorial is anything that is represented in a picture, using a picture. Are you getting my point now? When you say something is graphical, it means certain information is represented using a graph. When you say something is pictorial, it means it is represented in picture form. When you say certain things or certain information is diagrammatical, is in diagram, is diagrammatically represented, it means you are using a diagram. I hope we get that. Now let's move on. Now we are going to be, this is coconut, we are going to be using apple this time around. And the first person that will be represented here is names. Here let's have names. Okay, here we will have what? Apple. Is that correct? Yes. Then the first name here, let us draw our diagram like this. Okay. So let's have, we'll have the table like this. Here we will have the first person is Treasure. Okay? Then we will have Nora. Right? Who again? Let us have Joshua here. No, Joseph. No. Should we add Joseph? Aisha. Salamotu. We'll add Salamotu here. Salamatu. What is your name again? Usman. Then we have Usman. Now, this is the name of pupil here. We have the name of pupils. Okay? And here will be what? Apple. So we want to look at number of apple that will be allotted to each of them now. So how many do we allot to Treasure? Two. Treasure. Okay, let us make it 4. Okay. Okay. Then here we'll have 2. Right? Here we are going to have 1. Here we will have for Usman, how many? For Usman will have 5 apples. Okay? Now, what is this? What does it mean to you? This is what? Pictogram. Once you see a diagram like this, a table like this, you need nobody to tell you that Treasure has how many apples? 4. Then Nora has how many? 2. Salamotu has how many? 1. Usman has how many? 5. Okay, so we are going into the chart representation now. Okay, we have to represent it in a diagrammatical or using what? Using graph. Yes, using graph. Let's see. Quickly. No. So here we have our graph, okay? What is it? She said, why must we use graph? Okay? Now, I said it earlier in this class that when you have your information, this place is showing information now, straight away. But when you have your graph, you have your chart that shows you because if this place is containing 20 and this place is containing 21, you may not easily know the difference. But when you have your graph, you can easily trace the difference in that information without having to do what? To count. Are you getting my point now? So here, if we have we will have our chart here first, okay? And then here is names, okay? Names. The first name there is what? Is who? We have treasure. Here we have what? We have Nora. Here we have what? Who? Salamatu. Here we have who? Usman. And then here we have 1. Okay? We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. All right? So we have is up to 5. I hope you understand. Is 5 because we have Usman who is having how many? 5 apples. So the first person there is who? Treasure. Treasure has how many? 4. So you draw like this. Like this, like this. Okay? This is your chart. Then the next person is who? She has how many? 2. We have this. Salamatu has how many?
1.
You trace 1 here, like this, as 1. So the next person is who? Usman. Usman has 5. Okay? Can you see that now? So you can start writing now. Here you have, you can write like this, number of apples, okay? Number of apples. Then here, names of food. Names of pupils. Let me see their master's book. Give me your master's book. I think that thing is not. You see? I want to check something. Don't disturb her. Why are you facing the back? It's all right. So I'll give you classwork now, and then you do it quickly, very simple. And the classwork is going to be this way. I'll give you age of 3 people. You understand? 3 pupils in this class. I'll give you their ages. We'll show it in a pictogram, and you represent it in a graph for me. Okay? Would that be all right?
Yes.
All right. Let it be 4. So, Nora, how old are you? Stand up, stand up. How old are you? Nora is 8 years old. Nora is 8 years old. Then, no. What is her name? Nafisat. How old is Nafisat?
12.
Are you 12? 11. Nafisat says she's 11. Nafisat is 11 years old. Yes. Joseph. Yes. How old are you? 10 years old. Joseph is 10. Joseph is 10. I hope you can see that this is 10. All right. Chinemerem, yes, stand up and tell us your age. How old are you?
7.
Chinemerem is 7. Chinemerem. She's what? She's 7 years old. All right. So quickly, here we have names of pupils. Okay, here we have age, ages, right? Quickly represent that. Yes.
How to represent it with things like
Just the way this is done. You will write their names here, okay? Then their ages should be here. You understand? You write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, okay, just start the way you want to start. 1, 2, 3, down to 11. The highest age there is 11. So quickly. It's very simple. You say what? Yes. Yes. Quick. What is it? It's the same thing. We started with 1. Okay? If you think you cannot, you just have to start from 1, just so you don't confuse yourself. Just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is the highest age there. You stop at 11. Then you write the names here, then you draw it like that. Is that understood now?